Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Chief Seats on 96.3 FM and streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, along with Coach Neil Alexander this morning. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Morning, Coach.
Big win last night. A close win.
It was a big one, exciting, and everything wrapped in one.
Yeah, just a little bit about the game. Going off to a 5-0, 8-0 run, I thought, well, this is going to be a blowout. And
So their kids.
Yeah. It's a different Springfield team than we saw earlier in the season. They're much improved, and, their big guy, Church, he just kind of roams the paint. That's about all he does. But the big guy last night, Jordan Perry, I thought Springfield had a little game plan for you, and it was to let Perry shoot and hop towards the end, and those kids stepped up.
They did. That's a situation where, with Church at 6'8" and a leaper and long, we haven't seen that type of defense at all for a long time. And, the philosophy behind what they were doing was, and it worked because it took our offense completely away, except for Jordan Perry and Aaron Hopp. And, those guys stepped up and, took care of it. What they did was they put Obadiah Church in the middle at 6'8", and the rest of them got all over us, and they didn't, Church didn't guard the perimeter at all, and those guys stepped up and hit shots, and, we've got some pretty good shooters, and, it was kind of neat to see Jordan's he hit a lot of shots this year, but he hit 8 of them last night, and they were big shots. But we've all of us know that he can shoot the basketball, and we're looking at each other. And at first, about went out on the floor and had to shoot it for him.
Yeah,
he wouldn't want to shoot it. And,
he was a little gun shy there for a little bit, and everybody's yelling shoot, and he's just like, he's almost too wide open.
Well, and then he finally got settled down, and then, we'd go down. And what it did was it allowed them to lock on to Gavin and Peyton and Will Cook, and to where, those guys, couldn't find open shots. And, we couldn't get to the paint. I think we only scored maybe a couple layups. It took our backdoor system completely out. And, it was something that, really worked. At the end of the game, when we go to the huddle and we decide what we're going to do, I always look at the kids and say, well, you feel comfortable. They're out on the floor, and Jordan Perry said he wanted a shot. And,
and the trophy.
And the trophy. And, and most of the time, and, Jimmy Chitwood and Hoosiers, he says, I'll make it. Well, he made it.
Yeah, it's only fitting for him to hit the game winner. Lincoln up by 2 with about 18 seconds to go. Springfield comes down and shoots a 3, and Gavin fouls him, makes it 4-point play. They take a 2-point lead with, maybe 8-9 seconds left, maybe 11, somewhere in there. And, everybody's standing up, and, the crowd was into it. And if you have a chance to catch that game, it'll be online here later on tomorrow. Jim, get it on there. It's a good game. But Gavin drives the lane, and, we didn't have that lane last night just because Church was there. So he drives the lane, tries to kick it out, and Springfield hits it out of bounds. And we're thinking, oh, no, here we go. And then you draw it up with Perry in the corner. And
our system, our offensive system's pretty unique because, the things that we run at the end of games for last-second shots are things that we do every day. The play that we ran, or the out-of-bounds play, was just what we call our special 3. And, instead of the point guard enter from the top, we ran special 3 coming from the baseline with Jordan entering the ball. And, it worked out really well. And our kids executed down the stretch there. And, Jordan had a nice look and made the shot.
Now, is that something that you decided in the huddle, let's go for the win, or just whatever the better open look is? Because you didn't have a whole lot of time.
Well, when you're 6'8" standing in the middle, it's tough to think we're going to get to the basket and score a layup. So,
right.
And besides, we probably, our percentage from 3 is probably better than from layups.
And this is where you can take a little time to say, yes, you've been working with Jordan on that shot, and you've got him down ready, and then it all paid off, right?
Well, yeah, I was a shooting coach last night.
There you go. See, that all works. And he loves the limelight, doesn't he?
Boy. That's what makes your job so, my job so good is the personalities of kids that you come across over the course of times. And it's just really neat to see.
Did you see him on Channel 20 last night?
No, I was afraid to.
Well, he was trying to get some words all spit out. He was running everywhere with it. You could see his eyes just looking and going. It was funny.
Yeah, we're in the locker room celebrating, and we're looking around for Perry. And I go, "Where's Perry? Up in the middle of the stands?"
No, he was getting some. He was getting some FaceTime there on the cameras.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's
really
good
neat
to see. He's a good kid, and he had that hot shot last night, and he kind of stands me up today reffing. I don't know if he thinks he's bigger and better now or what.
Yeah, maybe he's above that officiating. I was going to say
he'll want my job next.
I was going to say I probably would have played it a different way if I was the coach. I think I may have maybe had Church come out there and smack one back at him sometime, and then have him just out there going, "Man, I'm not shooting that again."
but that was the thing about Jordan last night is, he could have shot the ball 50 times. I think he hit shot.
Well, we know that.
he shot 14, but the shots that he made was all in the rhythm of the offense. The kids set him up to where they were getting into the paint knowing that they weren't going to shoot, but then they would kick to him and he would just step up, and it was in rhythm, and you just can't catch it and shoot it. He picked his spots last night, and his choice was pretty good, and it's a credit to him that because he could have just caught shot, and but he done it the right way, and that's what we try to get our kids to understand, and to understand the game, and he done a nice job.
Well, Springfield kind of switched it up there towards the end of the game where they had a guy on Perry and left Hop open. Hop was able to hit a couple big threes as well.
Yeah, and again, Aaron's the ones that he made was in rhythm, and he didn't hurry anything. He tried to let and see what our offense would do, and whenever is the right time, he seemed to step up and hit him.
Obadiah's a pretty good ball player, huh?
Well,
smooth,
6'8" and long, and
where's he going?
Ability, Missouri State.
Yeah. Pretty talented kid, and athletically.
He's talented, but I don't think they utilize him like they should. He's out on a perimeter a lot, I thought.
That's where we want him.
Exactly. Well, that's where we want him, but if you had him on your team, he wouldn't be launching shots out there. He had some nice dunks last night, but that seems like about all he did was dunk. And
his chin was on the rim a couple times.
Yeah, he can get up. Kind of like you back in the day, Joe.
Yeah, my chin was never on the rim.
Could you touch a net?
I talk about this all the time. I used to be able to
dunk a tennis
hit
ball.
The rim with my fingers.
Wow,
that's getting up for a guy. You know what I mean?
It is.
I'm not bragging. I never dunked a tennis ball or any of that stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, and I don't need you sitting here telling me you did either.
Oh, I could get the backboard.
What's that mean?
You didn't say how high it was.
Yeah.
8 foot.
I know.
Coach, you got the day off today. Some well-needed rest, I guess, for the kids after a long Central State 8 tournament. You got to finish the season up strong. How many games we have left? About 6 or 7?
We've got 8 games left. We got 2 on the road and 6 at home.
6 at home, yeah.
So we have to go to MacArthur Friday night. And then, let's see, it's a Tuesday night of the last week, I believe, we go to Southeast. So after the next week, I think we've got 5 straight home games.
5 straight home, yeah. That's
a good deal.
Yeah.
Get that home crowd going.
Yep.
Some other losers last night, Glenwood over MacArthur, so that puts us in a 3 or 4-way tie for first.
Well, it would have been a 4-way, but Decatur Eisenhower snuck up and beat Lanphier last night.
Oh, did they? So it's 3.
So Lanphier is out. They've got 4 losses, and there's 3 teams at 9-3 in the league, and still a lot of basketball left. So, we're trying to take them one at a time. Next week is a big one, considering the fact that, we have basically most of the rest of the season at home. So, we've got be focused next week. And and I'm not making excuses for our kids or our program, but we're not a team that's equipped to play back-to-back really, really tough teams where the games are very, very competitive. That's hard to do on any kid, regardless of what kind of team you have. But we last week we played Glenwood down at Glenwood and had a great game down there, and came back and played MacArthur on Saturday, and I'm excited about going to MacArthur. And by the way, that's it at the old Stephen Decatur gym.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize the Stephen Decatur gym was still there.
It's still there. It's a middle school now, but
really,
for the last, I think, 3 years, Eisenhower was over there for 2 years while they remodeled their school. And that was if you hadn't been to Decatur Eisenhower in a while, they done a great job on that one, and it'll be interesting to see what they did at MacArthur. And we go over there with a full week's rest and preparation and so forth. So hopefully we'll be able to be a step quicker and be able to handle things.
How long ago did Stephen Decatur close?
Tyrese Bryson, I don't know if you remember that name or not. He was on that great Stephen Decatur team, and Josh Comnick was playing. They really whomped on us here in the sectional that year. And then they turned around and got beat by Springfield, I think. And that was back in about the 97, 98, and he said it stayed open a couple years after him, so somewhere around 98, 99. So it's been 15 years.
Yeah, it's a long time. I didn't realize that gym was still there. That's cool.
Yeah.
We played there a couple weeks ago, the JV.
And my understanding from talking to Tyrese is they think that they're going to be able to play their last home game or senior night in the new gym. So it's coming along pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before you get out of here, we need to know your Super Bowl picks.
Oh. Flip a coin.
Shaner's listening.
Flip a coin. Well, I hate to go against Shaner.
We love going against
Now, wait a minute. Who's going to win it, and who do I want to win is,
You're backing Brady, aren't you?
Yeah,
the Brady bunch.
I think Brady's a class guy, and I don't have a specific team. I have players that I like, and it goes back to the '70s where Terry Bradshaw was my all-time favorite player, and from then I've bounced around. I like Manning and
Jay Cutler.
I like Montana. Jay Cutler, you can have him, but. I do like Tom Brady a lot, and Russell Wilson's a great quarterback too. There's some good. It should be a great game.
Yeah, it's got all the makings to be a great game. Let's hope it is.
Well, we thought last year would be a great one too.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
you never know. Sometimes it just goes the other way for some reason. I don't know. It's a Super Bowl.
That's why you play the game.
That's right.
Hey, before we get off here, Perry, 1 3-pointer away from last night from tying the record, which is 9 3-pointers in a game. Trivia question for today, and you're going to win a 9 free-hole indoor golf simulator at the Logan Lanes. But you have to call in advance for a tee time. Simulator. An indoor golf simulator. No, you just get to golf. Well, I guess I should explain myself. They're going to go in there looking for their simulator. You get to participate in their simulator, Lloyd. If you can name the other the three players, former Lincoln Railer players that are tied with 9 3-pointers in a game, you're going to win that coupon. So call in 737 Coupon. Call in 737-3791. I thought you were sick, Joe.
I am sick.
He's on NyQuil or something. But call in. You're going to win that simulator. The 3 former Lincoln Railer basketball players with 9 3-pointers in a single game. Call 737-3791. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back talking Super Bowl. Baseball right around the corner, Lloyd. Big
and
Philly
talk
fan.
to our
and we have another
coach.
guest. So we
another
have
head basketball coach.
Lady Railer head basketball coach coming in after Coach Al. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. Should have headphones on.
Okay, so who sings that?
I don't know.
Joe Satriani.
I don't even know who that
Surfing
is.
with the alien, my friend.
That's like 1920s.
That is not 1920s.
We got a caller on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
You have an
Yeah,
answer for the trivia?
Yes, I got the answer for the trivia.
All right, what's the answer?
John Harmson, Jordan Nelson, and Brock Warner.
John Harmson is a no, but you got 2 out of 3. It starts with a J, ends with an O. Back in probably, 97, 98, this kid, he had a brother that played as well. First name Jason, last name
First name Jason, last name
Oz.
Osborne.
Jason Osborne.
Jason Jones.
Don't know a Jason Jones.
I know Jason Jones.
Oh, is there a Jason Jones?
Yeah.
It was Jason Osborne, but we're going to give this to you anyway, just for calling in.
Oh, Jason Osborne.
Yeah,
Okay.
who are we talking with here?
It's Christopher Herzog.
Christopher Herzog.
Christopher Herzog. How you doing?
All right. Well, you got 2 out of 3. That's good enough for us. We're just glad you called.
Meatloaf said it. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
All right, thank you.
Hey, you can pick this up at Country Financial uptown.
Okay.
Joe Ryan.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Is that? You're
Have a good
welcome.
Yeah. And I don't know what his hours are. He just shows up when he wants. So you just have to keep driving by, and when you see a
Just
light
from time
on.
to time.
Yeah.
I'm always there except when I'm not.
You know?
Oh, there you go.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Congratulations. That's Christopher Herzog with the winner. Jason Osborne, Brock Warner, and Jordan Nelson did it twice.
I thought it was Ozzy.
And JP missed it by 1. If he had chucked up a couple more shots when he should have, he would have tied it, or even gotten the record.
And Greg's not on there.
No, nope. And if Perry would have broke the record last night, we would have made him his own personal trophy for him to go get.
Yes, he would love to go get it.
And he would go get it. Right now, we got some Lady Railer basketball players in with us. We got Coach Taylor Richmond and seniors Grace Walters and Faith Smith. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning. And how's the season? I've been reading a lot about you guys. You guys been playing pretty well lately.
Yeah, it feels good, actually.
It does, and that's exciting. What's your record right now, Coach? Not that record means anything. It's you want to improve over the years, but
We're 13-11.
there you go.
It's pretty good. And what were you last year? Was last year your first year?
Second year.
So what have your? Let's go back in time. What have you? What was your first year, second year, and you're now?
We were about 4-26 both years. So this year has been a real big turnaround. Things just finally came together, and we're playing real well, playing real hard.
And what would you attribute it to? Hard work, good coaching, a little of both, good players?
I think that I would attribute it to hard work on the players' end and the coaching staff, but mainly the kids, they come into the gym every single day ready to work hard. We're taking it one game at a time, so they're focused on the next game. What do we have to do to stop that opponent? And every day they focus, they work hard, they do exactly what we ask, and can't ask for anything more.
And the summer program?
The summer programs, yes, it's been going real well. We went to Notre Dame last summer.
I knew you had a big trip.
Yeah, it was a really great experience. We won a few games up there and really kind of got the momentum going, built a lot of team chemistry, and enjoyed ourselves playing basketball. So
do you just have these 2 seniors? Is that the only seniors on the
we
team?
have 6 seniors
really?
total that play, and then we have 3 senior managers.
Really?
Okay.
You're so let's talk. Tell us a little bit about your season as you start in the beginning and run through it a little bit. We probably should have had you on here a little earlier in the season, but just pass that around if you want.
Season.
Okay. Well, I mean, the season started off. I think we started off really well. Like in the Taylorville tournament, I think we were kind of nervous, but as we came together, we realized that the chemistry is good and we have all the components that we need to actually win this season. So I think we actually saw that we can win, because in the past years we were just so definitely a confidence booster this season.
And 13-11, that's pretty good.
That's real good.
Where's that standing in the conference?
We're 7-6 right now.
And what's been the highlight so far? What's the biggest win you've had?
Oh,
You guys just beat Glenwood. That's always
Glenwood,
a good,
probably, yeah, because that's the first time we beat Glenwood since I think we were talking about like 1999. That's
Really?
the first time the Lady Rebels
Largest
beat
school in the
them.
conference now, I believe, isn't it?
I think so.
They're undefeated in conference right now. They're
Not anymore.
oh, no, I'm thinking Rochester.
Oh.
Rochester was undefeated in the conference, and Glenwood not too far behind them. They're a great team, and we
Good.
played really well against them.
So is Rochester, they're obviously, if they're undefeated, are they that good? They pretty good basketball team?
They're ranked fourth in the state right now.
Are they really? See, we should follow that more. You need to make like monthly things where you come in here
Why
and
would
talk.
we follow Rochester?
No, girls basketball.
Oh. Explain yourself, please.
Well, out at the high school, there are several programs that we should be following
Well,
during the season.
I agree.
We concentrate on one, which is okay, but we should have these other people in and tell us all about stuff.
Well, you are the guest getter.
Yes, I've got guests in here
Thank you
today.
for coming. I don't know if he communicates well, but
I'll get them all set up.
all right. All right. Well, we got 4 other seniors to get in here, so
Yeah, so are you going to plan on popping back in with us and bringing a couple other ones and doing whatever?
Anytime you want us here, we'll be here.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe we'll just line you up for the weekly show with Neil. You guys can ride together.
Sounds great.
We'll have him pick you up. Use his gas, his time. Neil, if you're listening, we got this all set up. So Saturday mornings, you'll pick up Coach Richmond and you'll bring her to the radio show.
yeah.
There
So
you go.
what's the rest of the season looking like as far as games? I'm sure your regionals probably start end of February, beginning of March, or how's that work?
Our senior night is February 14th,
Okay.
so our regional starts right after that. It's in Taylorville, so it's a tough regional, but I do believe that we can make our way out of it. I really do believe that.
That's good. Do you know the teams yet?
We do know the teams. Rochester is in our regional, and Taylorville is in our regional, and those are probably the 2 toughest teams in the regional. We lost to Taylorville twice early in the season, so I think we're looking forward to getting another chance at them. That's when we placed second in the Taylorville tournament, was against Taylorville, and we've now lost to Rochester twice, but each game we've improved. All we got to do now is play a fourth quarter, and I think that
Hard to beat a team 3 times.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what they say.
That's right.
That's what they say.
And I want to take just a small cyber jump here.
Oh,
I watched the highlights last night on the news, and Taylorville was the doormat in our Central State 8 basketball, weren't they, for years? And I saw highlights of them last night. They played Salem and scored 86 points in a game.
Well, they're not in the
They
Central
had
State 8 anymore.
86 points.
They're in the Apollo.
I don't understand.
So
86 points from Taylorville? Wow.
I don't think they scored 86 points
That's what I
in the
mean.
whole year.
I guarantee they didn't score 86 points combined against Lincoln every year. No. That was a lot, I thought.
Yeah.
I think they were
That is a
dunking.
lot.
Yeah, 86.
86?
It's amazing. That's why I brought that up.
It's
See, I had a
amazing.
cyber jump there.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
I thought it was interesting.
We just go on tangents. We'll be talking baseball.
There's no
here in a
structure to
minute.
this show.
There is not.
In case you guys want to talk about anything else. You having a yard sale or anything going on?
So have you? Let's get back to the ladies here, Joe. Have you guys been playing basketball all 4 years at Lincoln High School? And where did you go to junior high? I'm sure you played junior high ball.
Yeah, I played all 4 years at the high school, and I played for Coach Keeler, who's one of our coaches at Zion, and so did Faith, actually.
That mic won't burn you.
Yeah, grab that thing. Grab that mic and tell us about
Take
Coach
it.
Coach
There you
Keeler.
go.
Let's hear about Coach Keeler. When he's not putting out fires, he's coaching.
Yeah,
What do you think he's better at, putting out fires or coaching?
definitely a toss-up.
That was a good question, wasn't it?
Either
Put you on
way,
the-
we don't
Put you on
know.
the spot there a little bit.
So what's your favorite game, just in your whole high school career? What's a game that maybe stands out to you?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I really enjoyed our Springfield game this year at home. Like the game where we played right before the boys. That was
Yeah.
fun. That was a cool experience. And yeah, that might be my favorite.
That's good.
Comes to mind. Yeah.
All right, grab the mic.
Mine was probably the Taylorville game because, like in past years, we weren't really competing with them as much as we could have, and this year we lost by 1. on one of the games, and so I think that was my favorite. It really showed us how like our team came together and stuff over years.
Coach, we just missed your fundraiser, right? You had the pancake and sausage out there. How'd you do?
We did really well. The turnout was great. The support from the community was outstanding. We couldn't have asked for a better turnout. We're so thankful that so many people came out and supported us and enjoyed a good breakfast with us and got to know the girls a little bit.
Yeah, it was good. We'll have to make sure that next year we get you on maybe the Saturday before that. You can tell everyone.
That would be great.
Well, we did give away tickets.
Yeah, we gave away tickets. We gave you some press time out there, giving away some. Joe on the Go gave some away. And,
Okay, now this was to win those tickets. They're going to have to answer the trivia. Okay, the trivia for that day to win tickets was name something that follows pork.
The word pork.
The word pork. So what would your answer be? Pork. There you go. Pork chop.
I was thinking pork rind.
Pork burger.
rind.
Pork burger, pork rind. They were all good, but they didn't match up.
That doesn't match the ones that we had, and it would have been pork pine.
Oh, okay.
You gotta pull up Family Feud. It was kind of an inside joke.
Cupine.
Pork pine.
Cupine was the word we were looking for.
Or pork loin.
Loin. How do you spell loin?
L-I-O-N. You gotta watch it. It's funnier if you watch it.
If you watch it, you'll cry. It's
Go to
some funny
YouTube
stuff.
and type in Family Feud pork.
Pork
It's funny.
and watch it.
They don't think it's
And
funny.
if you don't laugh, we want to know.
Yeah.
If you
something's
do
wrong.
laugh, don't tell us.
If you don't laugh, or you have no sense of humor.
Okay, so what's on tap for the rest of the season? We'll try to get you in here again as we head into tournament time.
To win games, Joe.
What's on tap? What are you going to do? What's the biggest thing you have to do to get ready for this regional?
I think that we just need to continue to compete in every game we're in. And right now we're still taking it game by game. So our focus tonight is on MacArthur and doing what we need to do to stop them. And then we'll move on to Lanphier and so on and so forth. So I think that so far we've continued to improve, I think, in every game we've played. Can't ask for anything more than that. And if the improvement continues, then I think that by the time we get to the regional, I think we'll be ready to see Taylorville again and Rochester again.
And so tell them about today's basketball games. We have basketball all day out there, right?
Is it home?
Tournament?
Yes, the tournament's at home tonight. We play the 6:30 game against MacArthur. Glenwood and Rochester are the late game at 8 o'clock, and there's an early game at 5, Eisenhower and Jacksonville. So we're in the middle slot there, and the concessions will be open, and we're wanting fans to come out and support us. We think we'll have a good game tonight, and we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Game tonight, senior night, February
14th.
All right, so let's get out there and support those ladies.
Is that Valentine's Day?
It is.
Well, guess where Tammy's going for Valentine's Day?
I guess we're going to
You're a
game.
sweetie.
I am. That's what I do.
You know what I mean?
Yep, I do.
So get your sweethearts out and take them over to the girls' game on February 14th. That's what we want you all to do, including you guys right there. Jim
Absolutely.
Lloyd,
Jim Lloyd,
Lover Boy back here in the back.
Photo Bomber.
Yeah, you're in.
All right. Well, ladies, thanks for coming in, and good luck the rest of the season. We'll have you back in later, Coach, with your
Great.
other seniors. And
Thank you.
hopefully have some good news towards the end of the year. And
Hopefully.
good luck to you guys. You guys have any plans on playing next year or going to college? What are you going to do? It's hot.
I mean, I would like to play next year. I'm looking at some colleges that I can maybe just like walk on and play, but I'm not really sure where I'm going to college yet.
Okay. Well, neither am I.
I don't think I'm gonna play like for college. I might play intramurally, but
That's fine. That's probably fun, more fun. You don't have any pressure. Just go out there and play. All right, ladies. Right?
Don't like that microphone, though, I tell you. It's a little scary.
Steaming hot.
We're giving you guys
Burning.
headsets next time.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. We need to take a commercial break, so stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. That's just happy songs right there. That just makes you feel all happy.
It does make you happy.
Good morning, sports fans. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, and we are at the newly remodeled and completely updated Christian Village. It is Lincoln's only faith-based retirement community and is the area's leader for independent, assisted, and skilled senior living and healthcare services, including dementia care. The Christian Village provides quality, compassionate care in a loving Christian environment, offering a wide array of living options for older adults such as independent living, rehabilitation, skilled nursing, and memory care. The Christian Village, located at 1507 7th Street here in Lincoln. For a private consultation and tour of the campus, please phone Kara at 217-732-2189. The Christian Village in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Speaking of compassion, we have Jake Johnston in with us this morning. Good morning, Jake.
And I'm back.
I'm glad to see you can make it in today.
Well,
Jake.
you know,
Different time zone than we are,
but I'm keeping busy, working weekends.
I'm doing things.
It's hard work.
Yeah, I see you're sweating. And
I was kind of sweating because of some of the talk that was on here earlier.
well,
You know,
Nice.
we took a turn for the worse. Was it last week?
Last week,
We took a turn for the worse there.
Yeah, deflate.
Have we had? Has there
Bad
been any
path.
more talk out there? Have you heard any more about the balls?
Well, I tell you, New England had a hard time. They had a problem with their flight. They had a hard time.
Stay off of it.
They had a hard time getting into Arizona because they didn't know if they could land or not because they didn't know if they had enough air pressure in their tires.
Yep.
He's
I
not.
heard this.
He is
I quit.
so funny.
You guys had
Brady
any
likes his tires air to a specific PSI.
pressure,
Yeah.
and they were yeah.
You want to make sure you can land.
Hey guys, next week we're at the IGA here in Lincoln. WLCN 96.3 and Mason City IGA are going to pay one lucky winner a year's worth of electric.
And that's cool.
And they also threw in
and warm.
water. You got to be there. Just go to the website and get all the information. But it's going to be a big thing.
And that'll be after our show. Is our show there too? And then all this goes on. What time do they draw? Do we know that?
Probably when we leave.
11-ish. once
They don't
get
want
rid
us
of
any part of it.
They don't call Jim the best color man in the business for nothing.
You know what?
folks.
The big guys come in after we leave.
Yeah,
the
they
professionals.
Get us out of here and let the festivities begin. Speaking of festivities, a big game tomorrow night, guys. The Super Bowl, the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's do. What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's see what's going to happen. What do you think?
Well, I think there's going to be some football played.
All right.
Maybe. I'm going to watch the commercials.
Yeah. You know what? You should get a commercial on there.
Yeah.
That would be awesome advertising.
I have a feeling I would probably be filing bankruptcy the following week.
Well, you don't know. Maybe so many people would come in to buy that it would pay
maybe.
off.
Maybe.
But maybe not.
For a 5-second commercial, because that's about what I could afford. I'm not Joe on the go.
Yeah. I think do we have something live on there? The Super Bowl or not, Jim?
We're performing at halftime, aren't we?
Yeah. We're right before or
Katy Perry
after
and
Katy Perry.
Lenny Kravitz and Joe Ryan.
I watched an interview with Katy Perry talking about the Super Bowl, and it was wild.
She's a little out there.
Yeah, she's left fielder, you know what I mean, without a glove.
Kevin Mitchell?
Not going to catch many baseballs out there. I'm telling you, let's talk about the game.
I don't get it.
How can
New England win?
Yeah, I think New England can win because they're going to outsmart them. And they're cheaters, let's face it. Cheaters win.
Cheaters always win.
Yeah.
It seems to have done well for them over the years. So
Yeah,
He'll have something up his sleeve. Belichick have something up his sleeve, and they're going to pull off a W.
You know, you look back at the Super Bowl past with them, they've barely gotten by. I mean, you know, usually field goal is all that they won by. It's never been like a big blowout. So, you know,
Jim has a prediction.
If you keep it a close game, I think Seattle's going to get past them.
No, Jim says
that
New
defense is
England's
too
going to
strong.
win 24-20.
Jim doesn't know any. Jim sits on the sideline and watches.
No, one thing, Jim
Actually,
can put
Jim
all
knows-
those chords
Jim
together.
knows almost everything here. I was going to say,
He
look at
can
this
plug all
setup
that in.
with his eyes closed.
He is a master of chords.
If you're, so Jim's prediction, the Patriots, what's your prediction? Jake, the furniture guy?
I'll go Seattle 34-17.
Ooh, really? That's big.
That is big. How about you, Joseph?
I'm going the opposite way. I'm saying the Patriots get them. 30-24.
Joe, you ignorant slut.
Now, I know we can't say that word.
I'm not sure that's supposed to be on there. This is not Saturday Night Live.
Who do you have, Lloyd? I know you. Cardinals. Joe has the Cardinals. They're
First team to win it at home.
well. There'll be a Cardinal in attendance.
I'll go Patriots.
Patriots.
27-17.
27-17. All right, you guys heard it here.
What'd you do?
You
Oh,
haven't done
I'm taking
anything yet.
Patriots. I'm on the Patriot bandwagon. I'm going to say
Look at you guys. Round 'em up.
35-28.
I was going to tell you a few. I was online looking at some of these, all these goofy side bets you can have.
What color is Katy Perry's
who
hair?
Who would be your MVP then?
MVP of the winning team?
Would have to be the winning team.
Gronkowski.
The losing team doesn't normally get the
It's
MVP.
happened. It's happened.
Has it?
No.
In the Super Bowl?
I'm going to say Gronkowski. He's going to have 3 touchdowns. Yeah.
I'm going to say that it's Tommy Brady with 6 touchdowns and 600 yards. and the whole world, and they
You're
don't know how much the
crazy.
footballs weigh.
Do you
and it's
know
gonna be
what
craziness.
defense they're playing?
The footballs are going to be filled with helium.
This is the best secondary maybe in football history.
Well, the funnest guy on the field to watch tomorrow will be Edelman. In case you're watching the game, Edelman is 5'8", and he will run around and grab everything and get knocked around. And that guy is the funnest guy to watch in football. But your MVP will be Brady with 6 touchdowns and 600 yards.
Real quick.
Joe doesn't know.
Real quick.
Anything.
Let's do something here. Joe predicted a victory of 30 plus. 32 to
yeah.
20 something.
How's that?
6 times 7. Oh,
They miss all the extra points.
and get a couple safeties. And get a couple safeties. I think he's right in
There,
there.
hey,
You're right.
there's
still
nothing
above.
is exact in this world. You know what I mean? Nothing is exact. I want to tell you guys, let's get your opinions. I put these on here because these are some of the funner things I believe that you could bet on the Super Bowl.
All right.
Number 1 is the color of hoodie worn by Bill Belichick during the opening kickoff.
Gray.
If he has no hoodie on, you have no action, which that's funny.
He won't have a hoodie on because it's in Arizona.
It doesn't matter to him. But here you go. Belichick's hoodie is gray, is minus 160. So that's the favorite. Or it's not gray, plus 120.
Yeah, I'm going with not. I'd go with the blue.
I'm going with gray.
Well, if Bill Belichick can see this, can't he have someone put $1 zillion on this
And
to make sure he wins?
That's true.
That's what I'm not sure about that
I
bet.
don't think. Well, in baseball you couldn't do it, but football, I don't know if they have the same rule.
I'm pretty sure he's got a buddy that called him and said, "Hey, you know what the bet is on your hoodie? What are you wearing?"
Hey, what are you wearing?
Okay, and then you have one, the color of Gatorade that will be dumped on the head coach of the winning team.
Orange.
Orange is plus 175.
It almost have to be orange.
Gatorade won't be orange, minus 250. They're saying it's not orange.
Oh, I'm saying it's orange.
See, I'm disagreeing because I bet these teams have that Gatorade made up like
It's going to be red.
They have it made up like a team color.
Blue. It's going to be blue.
There you go.
Like Seattle blue.
And Seattle
red.
will be lime
So here's a better one for you.
Lime would be a good color there.
because they're lime.
That's a good point.
Coach's celebration to happen on sidelines or field. And what that will consist of is that a coach has liquid poured on him.
Sideline.
Minus 450.
Sideline.
No liquid celebration happens, plus 275.
Oh, there's liquid involved.
Yeah. Usually multiple coaches getting liquefied.
And here's the one that I want from you guys because I know that everybody in here is a singer. The length of the national anthem in seconds.
What's normal?
Well, here's what you can do. The national anthem is
Sing it, Lloyd. We'll time you.
over 121 and a half seconds or under 121 and a half seconds.
Who's singing it? That makes that.
Idina Menzel.
Who's she? Who's she, Lloyd? Oh, Lloyd knows.
She's the what?
That's the Frozen chick.
She doesn't know.
She's the Frozen chick. Is that what you said? Well, I'm going with the over then. There's no way she can sing it very quickly.
No. She's gonna let her go.
I'd go under.
Under?
Mm-hmm.
What's the normal time for?
120?
Well, who knows? I don't know.
Jim, you know?
Let's do one real quick.
All right,
You
ready?
Ready?
Go.
You see, let's go do it. I'd be better at the over-under on the Mission Mart song. Mission Mart, Mission Smart. Shop the Mission Mart way. Where we at, Lloyd?
7 seconds.
Oh boy. I'm gonna say over then.
You're going over? I'd say we should have that little thing here on. You're going over, then I'm going under.
And what are you doing?
I was under on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
You guys in?
I don't even know what the standard time is, so I don't know what to pick.
Well,
That's like 2 minutes.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
long.
can have that thing done in 30 seconds.
You just said that you're going over. I'm good with you going.
I'm changing. I'm going under.
Nope.
I didn't realize
We had you
120
on the
seconds
books.
was 2 minutes.
We had you on the books. 30-some points, 6 touchdowns.
With 4 safeties.
4 safeties.
here's the biggest bet that you could get. Last one I'll give you. If either team leads by 21 points or more at halftime, that's plus 1,500. That's a big deal.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Yeah.
If either team leads by 21 points or more at halftime,
That ain't happening.
No.
it's plus 1,500. You throw 200 on that, pull a quick $3,000.
Or lose 200.
You know what?
You always think
He
the
ain't so
negative
dumb.
way.
Yeah.
You always think the negative way.
Boy, there is no way.
People don't lose to that
I shouldn't
stuff.
say no way.
Yeah, you wouldn't think
Are
that's
these coming
gonna
out of
happen.
Vegas or just
Yeah.
some? They
That's
know
why
their
I'm telling them
stuff.
to you.
They know that because they think everybody's going to jump on that 21-point lead, and they're going to win that.
What about you can take a bet that's plus 1,700 either way that New England wins every quarter or Seattle wins every quarter. That's a tough bet.
What if it's a tie? It's a push.
Yeah, you lose. That's a tough bet to take. If it's a tie, you didn't win.
You lose.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, here's another question for you. If you're not here, you're where?
Somewhere else.
You're
no,
there.
you're never here.
You're always there.
You're
right.
always there.
Yeah.
Everything's in constant motion. You can never be here.
6 of one,
Is some of the other.
half dozen of another.
Yeah.
See, you're not so bad.
A bird in the hand is a bird in the bush or something. How's that go?
Oh my goodness, where is he going with this show?
Wherever we want, apparently.
Call in, please.
Yeah.
Looking for a caller.
Anybody, help us. What other sports we got going on?
It's a Super Bowl. There's no other ones going on.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Are the Bears playing in the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
You break your phone?
oh.
Well, tell us about something else you got going on, Jake. You've been gone. Entertain us for a little bit.
There ain't much entertaining, man.
How did your
Big
softball
sales
go?
of the
How'd your
Dick's
softball go? Did you learn anything?
Oh, actually, yeah, I did actually. Went up to a hitting instructor in Normal. Don't know if I can get his name out, but anyway.
Probably not. He's not a sponsor. You can't do that.
No, he's non-sponsor. But really good camp. His daughter played for Kentucky. I think they finished in the top 3 in the nation last year at the College World Series, and she got hired on right after that on the coaching staff. So she gets to get her master's for free, which sounds like a pretty cool deal. But he went through some simple things with the hitting, breaking it down to a level that was perfect for my girls, because a lot of times when I'm teaching hitting, I'm going beyond that, and he broke it down in a much more simple way. It was pretty cool to watch him break it down for them like that. And he does it for a lot of different age levels. He had a couple college girls there, before us, I believe, and then after us was high school kids. So it was a pretty cool little deal, man. She's going back again today. She's pretty excited about it. So we'll see, man. I like the idea of my daughter doing a couple sports, not just swimming, So we'll see. We'll see how that all plays out.
Get her to be a more well-rounded athlete.
That's right.
No, but with sports, there's such a social aspect of it, especially at their age. Meeting other kids in a town like this. A lot of times you get kind of segregated for Chester East Lincoln, West Lincoln, Broadwell. Well, with softball and some of these other sports, swimming, you're mixing all the schools together. They're all coming together. It doesn't matter what school you're playing for, and they develop strong friendships from there that, to be honest, you can carry on through high school and even beyond that. So it is kind of cool.
Yeah. Did you pick up anything out of there you could give us on the? We got some college basketball going on today.
Not really. It's just kind of looking through there. It's not. I mean, there's some good games last night, but as far as tonight, nothing that I'm gonna sit down and watch.
Where did that come from?
Throwing stuff, but heck, I don't know. And,
Bulls are having a good season.
No, the Bulls are. What's wrong with the Bulls? Is it
trying to find the
coach or they've had a lot of injuries? They're just not playing as a team right now.
That's what it is.
Because they're all hurt.
You bring in some new faces and whatnot, and trying to get the right timing in for them, and then your I'd say two of your major stars from years past keep getting injured, and they're little injuries that keep pulling them out of games. Then a few games later, you're trying to insert them back in, but you can't get the mix back. So
well, today's Saturday, guys. This is a Friday paper.
That explains everything.
Well, so there might be some games on tonight.
You know what's funny about that is that the first USA Today you've ever picked up?
Well, I wasn't even paying attention. It was USA Today. I just grabbed the sports, and they don't make one on a Saturday, do they? Can we redo this show?
Wow.
Start over.
This went the wrong direction. What's that one band out there that's going the right direction?
One Direction.
One Direction.
We're going the wrong direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You weren't the drummer in that band, were you?
No, they're trying to steal my girl too.
What?
It's a song.
Tammy, are you listening?
You guys, if you're gonna plug a band, you gotta know at least what songs they sing.
I don't have any idea what songs they sing.
No, that's the only one I know because it's on the radio all the time.
What station do you listen to?
Whatever one's on.
Hold on.
I'm in Decatur.
So you mean 96.3 plays that all the time? Because that's all we listen to.
You can't get 96.3 in Decatur.
What?
Oh,
yes, you can.
Hey.
Well,
Lloyd.
I don't have
streaming live.
Lloyd called you
but
out.
I don't have the gigabytes, Lloyd, like you do. You've got unlimited.
My.
You know what? Lloyd's got everything. Look at those beats he's got.
I know.
Are those Dr. Dre's?
They're sponsoring me this year.
They are again.
Again.
He looks cool. He looks like a rapper.
Lloyd's got it going on.
All right, fellas. Well, the Super Bowl tomorrow. You guys have any big plans?
Yeah. Gonna go to a little Super Bowl party.
Scooping some snow?
I will be scooping. I'll be scooping snow early in the morning.
Not tomorrow. You won't.
Yeah,
it is supposed to hit tonight, isn't it?
Supposed to hit tonight. I'll probably
gonna have the old Kubota out.
That's right. Probably come by your place about 4 in the morning.
Fine.
What time you getting to mine?
Yours will be close to last. It's probably going to be about 7:45.
Yeah, Joe. Joe will be on the
Hopefully
go.
the snow's done by then because that'll be
a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Walmart's probably packed right now. Everybody getting their groceries. So, Joe,
that's where I want to go is Walmart.
I'm going to give you my list.
I don't get snowed in, boys. I'll tell you that.
Because you got a Kubota.
Ain't never getting snowed in.
Yeah.
You the man.
All right.
Well, you guys are all, so we're Patriots. There's not a Hawk fan out here.
I called the Hawks.
He did.
That's all I'm
called
saying.
Hawks. Yeah.
It's 4 against 1. He just likes going against the grain.
I do every time I can go against you guys, it makes me smile because I usually win. I don't know why.
Quit with it. Yeah, let's go back to you. Check the archives. How often does he do
archives.
this?
I believe he did not predict Arizona playing in home field.
You're right.
He said they would not.
I was against the grain on that one.
He said they would not play.
I believe I was the only one that said they would. Don't act like you guys were with me on that.
Oh, I was not even with you.
That's me going against the grain, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Depends which way the grain runs.
Yeah, that's a good point. How many
Well-
followers did he have? It can't be that many.
If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice.
That's horrible. This
I think that came out
this
wrong.
may be the worst show ever.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with you there.
It didn't come out wrong. They're touring right now.
Yeah, they are.
There you go.
Got some tickets to Eric Church.
You do? To
Yep.
give away?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
Then
that
why
on
would you
my
even bring it up? We don't care what you have.
Yeah.
Because we're done talking. I figure
Oh.
we'll just talk about anything.
Fine.
No, we're done.
Yeah.
Our listeners need to change the station or get rid of us.
We are done. We are done. Our standards
I
are-
shouldn't come on here sick anymore.
No, you shouldn't. Because you can't hear out your right ear.
I should show up late like I did today.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
boys. We were rolling until you got here.
It
You
was
guys
good.
were rolling.
It was
you
a
had
good show.
Interviews going.
Yeah.
You cut Coach Al off. Can't
Well-
believe you cut him off.
We got all of his basketball knowledge.
You're
and
lucky.
It's
you're
time
his
for him to go.
son-in-law.
Well, we got to go, guys. It's past our time, and people are wanting to listen to some country instead of us doofuses.
Yeah.
Probably wanted to listen to silence.
But next week,
Hey, you know the best part about this show?
it's over.
The end.
The end.
When we stop.
Yeah. But next Saturday, we'll be at Lincoln IGA for a huge day. Some lucky winner is going to win free power
Yeah.
for a year, and they threw in some water. So
Don't mix the two.
don't mix the two because it won't turn out good.
Stand in this bucket.
But
And Billy Campbell's going to pour water on
And
you
hold this
while you
cord.
hold this cord.
okay, let me
It's
rephrase.
not working. Stick the cord in your mouth.
Ameren Silco is going to give you free electric, and then Illinois American Water is going to give you free water for a year
And a golf simulator.
and a golf simulator.
Wait a minute. So you have to have the water in the simulator?
And you have to have power.
You power to run it.
I'm having the greatest game of my life.
Yeah. And we're even throwing a stuffed pizza.
This isn't going to turn out well.
It's not. But, yeah, come there. Somebody's going to win big. I just wish it could be one of us guys, but
But
unfortunately.
it can't?
No, it can't. I don't think. Can it? No, Jim says no. Darn it. But anyway, that's a huge prize. You're going to a full year without having to worry about pay a bill. Joe, you do that all the time.
That's a pretty big deal.
But it's going to be flipped. But that's huge. So come out to the IGA next Saturday. I do believe you have to be present to win the water. You have to be present. If your name's drawn and you're not there, you're going to get the power, but not the water. So you better
Be there.
Yeah,
Big
you better
deal.
be there. All right, that's going to do it for us. You've been in the cheap seats on 96.3 FM.